Former President of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, says he has accepted the apology of Aminu, the son of former President Shehu Shagari, who worked against him during the run-up to the 2015 presidential election. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, the ravaging flood in Kogi State has forced members of the State Assembly to vacate the entire assembly quarters. The assembly quarters, which is located along Ganaja village, had been housing the 26 state lawmakers since 2003 till date, but heavy flooding has forced them out of their homes. According to a correspondent with the Punch newspaper who visited the area on Sunday, several roads have also been cut off, making it impossible for motorists and people to cross to other parts of the state. As at the time of filing this report, no one could access Ganaja village without using a canoe or boat to cross the flooded area, forcing commuters to use another route to Lokoja and beyond. At number 9, the People's Democratic Party has warned that if there is any form of rigging in the coming Ondo State governorship election, then anarchy would be inevitable. The chairman of the Publicity Subcommittee of the PDP National Campaign Council for the Ondo State governorship election, Kola Ologbondiyan, said this at a press conference in Abuja on Sunday. The PDP campaign organization urged President Muhammadu Buhari not to succumb to pressure from the Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu and the All Progressives Congress to manipulate the process in favor of the incumbent governor. Ologbondiyan said, "Our campaign therefore urges President Buhari to adopt the same Edo stance to ensure a free, fair and credible election in Ondo without regard to partisan consideration so that he can leave a legacy of electoral uprightness for which posterity and history can be kind to him." At number 8, the presidential spokesperson Garba Shehu says President Muhammadu Buhari is not moved by unpatriotic calls for the restructuring of the nation. He said this in a statement on Sunday, adding that the president is at the moment concerned with the well-being of the nation and its people. The statement was a reaction to the call by some high-profile Nigerians, including the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Enoch Adeboye, who on Saturday said only an urgent restructuring would save Nigeria from breaking up. Others who called for restructuring are the likes of the Oni of Ife, Adeyeye Ogunwusi, former governor of Cross River State, Donald Duke, and a former minister of education, Obi Ezekwesili. But in reaction to this, the presidency said the latest calls for restructuring are recurring threats to the corporate existence of the country, with factions giving specific timelines for the president to do one thing or the other, or else in their language, the nation will break up. Shehu warned against such unpatriotic outbursts, saying Mr. Buhari's administration will not succumb to threats and take any decision out of pressure at a time when the nation's full attention is needed to deal with the security challenges facing it at the time of the COVID-19 health crisis. At number 7, a 46-year-old man, Michael Unwaha, has been arrested by the police in Anambra State for allegedly defiling 3 underage boys in Ohi local government area of the state. The suspect, who reportedly assaulted the boys on different occasions, blamed the act on demons after he was arrested by the police. Nwa was arrested following a tip-off about the act. The 3 boys are aged 6, 14 and 17 years. The State Police Public Relations Officer Haruna Mohammed said the suspects would be arraigned after investigations. At number 6, popular Nigerian singer Aziz Fashola, aka Naira Marley, has announced on Twitter that he's ready to lead a peaceful protest against constant police brutality in the country. According to him, corruption, injustice, war and intimidation are threats to the peace of the nation, hence the need for a peaceful protest and revolution. The singer said the protest will hold tomorrow, Tuesday, with some police officers in attendance. Part of his tweet says, "So on Tuesday, we got some SARS coming out with us. The ones that claim to only come out for big operations and not the dirty works on the road are coming out to show support and to answer some questions. We also got some police officers and soldiers joining the protest. Don't forget guys, just in case you see any SARS or any forces there on Tuesday, don't start any fight. We are allowed to ask questions, but remember, no fight, no vandalism, peaceful protest. Thanks," he wrote. At number 5, 4 suspects are due to go on trial in Britain on Monday in connection with the deaths of 39 Vietnamese migrants whose bodies were found in a lorry in southeast England. The grim discovery of 31 men and 8 women inside the container truck on an industrial estate east of London last year threw fresh light on the plight of migrants desperate to reach Britain. A post-mortem examination revealed that the victims, 10 of which are teenagers, including two 15-year-old boys, died from lack of oxygen and overheating in the refrigerated lorry. 7 people were jailed in Vietnam last month for their role in the tragedy. The 4 men on trial at the Old Bailey Court in central London are to face a range of charges from manslaughter to conspiracy to committing unlawful immigration. At number 4, 5 officials of Borno State Government Ministry who were abducted last month by ISWAP have been freed. The 5 civil servants who work with the State Ministry for Reconstruction, Rehabilitation and Resettlement were kidnapped by the insurgents while traveling between Maiduguri and Monguno. The officials had appeared in a video released by the abductors a fortnight ago, begging the state government to rescue them. The insurgents had earlier threatened to attack staff of international and local non-governmental organizations for working for the enemies of Islam. The insurgents had made the threat before they killed 5 abducted security personnel and staff of some international organizations in August. A source familiar with the release of the government officials said the insurgents had mistaken the civil servants for NGO workers. At number 3, oil prices rose on Monday just a few days after President Donald Trump's positive coronavirus test sparked widespread alarm. Brent was up by $40.10 a barrel, gaining 83 cents or 2.1%. US West Texas Intermediate crude was at $39.94 a barrel, up by 89 cents or 2.4%. Prices had slumped more than 4% on Friday amid uncertainty surrounding Trump's health, adding to concerns about rising coronavirus case numbers that could dampen a global economic recovery. Analysts said Monday's rebound was driven by an easing of the worst fears about Trump's health, despite some mixed signals about his condition. At number 2, the personal assistant to the president on social media, Loretta Onochie, says the protests against the Special Anti-Robbery Squad were coordinated by internet fraudsters. This is despite a complaint by the Vice President, Yemi Osibanjo, that the extrajudicial killings by SARS were disheartening. Onoche said in a series of tweets that while there were a few bad eggs in the police, the protests against SARS were orchestrated by internet fraudsters. She tweeted, "I have no doubt that there are some staff of SARS who are unprofessional in their dealings with the public, the same way we have unprofessionalism in the army, mainstream police, customs, civil service, public service, traders, doctors, lawyers, journalists, teachers, pastors, etc. But what is going on now is a coordinated attack by cyber criminals joined by unsuspecting innocent citizens. This is not the first time. We must stand by our national institutions while working to improve their effectiveness. That is not what patriotism is about. No sentiment." Finally, at number 1, former President of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, says he has accepted the apology of Aminu, the son of former President Shehu Shagari, who worked against him during the run-up to the 2015 presidential election. Jonathan said this in a Facebook post on Monday while acknowledging Aminu's public apology. The former president said he never took offense and that he had no enemies to fight, neither was he the type to harbor grudges. Aminu, who is a 3-term House of Representatives member, had apologized to Jonathan for supporting the then All Progressives Congress candidate Muhammadu Buhari, who won the 2015 presidential election. This was despite the fact that Buhari had in 1983 toppled the democratically elected government of Shagari. Aminu, however, publicly apologized to Jonathan following what he described as Buhari's inability to effectively tackle some of Nigeria's challenges. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.